Like all metropolises, London, Tokyo, Paris and New York, Tehran is also a polluted, noisy, dirty and crowded city. We lack exact statistics for the city, but according to observers, 5 to 15 million people live in Tehran, or even more. According to these observers, Tehran has 9 universities, 94 shrines, 102 cemeteries, 200 religious schools and 1,400 mosques. The past and the present of Tehran are very similar, and at the same time, very different. The first Qajar monarch, Agha Muhammad Khan, chose Tehran as his capital some 200 years ago. At that time, the city consisted of clay huts, grand gardens and narrow alleys. Tehranis were illiterate, stupid and vulgar people. The women wore chadors, veils and scarves. After the king's return from Europe, they changed from their chador and veil into colorful dresses and European shoes. Princesses first, then young wives, later old wives, and finally 90 concubines of the king changed to the new style. Women were kidnapped and sold frequently in Tehran in those days, and men could divorce them very easily. Girls were married between 9 and 11. Their fate depended on their husband's whim, or their father's. The bazaar's merchants, the king and the mullahs worked closely together. 150 years ago, Tehran's bazaar had 95 shops. The king, the leader of Friday prayers and the grand mullah owned most of them between them. At the beginning of the 20th century, Tehran had 80 mosques, 42 religious centers, 2 public schools, 2 hospitals, and 276 stables. Tehran was the center of the first revolution of the 20th century, the Constitutional Revolution of 1905. And the century's last one, in 1979, the Islamic Revolution. 26 years after this revolution, Tehran is torn between tradition and modernity, the past and the future.